Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to talk about the ability to be able to understand, okay, to be able to connect some dots here as to what I'm talking about, okay, when it comes to a process, and insight in terms of, the dog and human dynamic. And this is where I talk about that it's almost impossible, okay, to gain a certain level of insight and depth without, interacting with what I call the 1% dog, the dog that is going to push you, okay? The dog that has gained a high level of control in the relationship, a dog that you're struggling with, okay? By way, again, because understand that through this superficial idea of things, by way of, again, using treats, trying to, invest in this within the framework of response that way, without, again, I talk about the core ingredients, without understanding what a process is, it's almost impossible, okay, to be able to frame this up, to be able to understand and make certain connections. And so that's why I talk about when I'm talking to dog owners and they're in the middle of it, okay, they're moving forward with a 1% dog, and I understand the struggles with that. It can be very difficult to reverse, especially dogs, it becomes very entrenched. But the encouraging thing is to say, well, it also think of the benefit, okay, the reward long term. When you get over that hump, when you come out the other side, you're going to be able to see through everything, okay? Just understand that, okay? So when you hear these trainers talking about, I don't understand about learning theory, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and listen, I've already blown through all that, and when I say that, it means that I'm talking back in 1993, my first dog, Reuben. I mean, Reuben's the foundation of everything in the system, my first police dog. And, and so when we hit a certain level after 5 years, the question is, well, okay, we're here. How did we get here? And being able to kind of self-audit, okay? And I talk about asking the questions these trainers never asked, okay? They just took a hold of this idea and ran with it, and that's the problem. So when you talk about what is science, science is when there's problems, right? Challenging those problems, figuring it out. See, these things never happen. This is when I even wrote my book, The Mind and Body Connection. I break all of it down. So I put all this stuff under the microscope. But even in terms of being able to connect those dots, coming out on the other side, this is why I talk about coming out on the other side for me over and over and over and over again. It just, affirms everything, right? Establishes everything, right? And you have the experience to do that. But for someone new coming into the system, interacting with that 1% dog is absolutely critical, okay? You're not going to be able to make certain connections without doing that, because there's the knowledge part, but there's the doing part, okay? Understand that, when as a police officer, it's the same thing. You can sit in the classroom all day long and talk about, the law and certain things, but you go in the street, okay, and you start to, apply certain things, there's a big difference, right? You could be head smart and just be no good at say, being a police officer, because there's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Okay, understand there's a big difference with that, and this applies within the dog training world. People are full of head knowledge, but again, the issue about relationship, about dogs, depth, okay, dogs are social animals, and people miss it. They miss it, and then the problem is there's certain dynamics in that, okay, at a appearance-based level that lead people into total deception. Okay, understand that, because they context is everything, but not just context. Being able to understand, even in terms of, say, when I talk about response, okay, the motives that underpin response, tying those in properly by way of the dog owner, the dog, tying those into behavioral issues, being able to make all those connections. But again, understand that comes through, at a personal level, having a dog that's going to provide you with that foundation. So my encouragement, okay, to anyone out there who's struggling or questioning, or understand that, having a dog that's going to push you that way is a good thing. It may not feel very good, okay, at the time, because you're gonna feel like you're going right over the edge, and because it's gonna push but that's you have to be pushed. you know, to understand science is about pushing, okay? Pushing, you know, beyond the boundary lines of, say, this ideology. And that's why certain dogs blow it out of the water. Why do you think trainers get blindsided, right? See, if you really think, it's amazing to me, if you really go in and you are looking through the right lens, you're going to see all of it, okay? It's like, and so when other trainers start talking about certain things like learning theory, whatever, it's a joke, okay? I mean, they have no clue. They don't know me. They don't know my background. They don't, in fact, all these trainers find interesting. They'll say certain things, and it's right on my YouTube channel. It's already right there, and they don't even bother to check it out because they're so caught up in their ideology. They'll watch 30 seconds and they're done because they're not going to make the trade-off anyway. They're already sold out. So, you know, they had that opportunity maybe, but it's a blown opportunity, you know. They just, you know, went sideways. And then they're not incentivized to do the right thing anyway because, you know, dogs have become pawns in this type of Ponzi scheme. And so you could make a lot more money than I'm making, a lot more. But just be blaming dogs. That's what happened. Blaming dogs, social media, all about personality, all about the human, not in a good way. Totally corrupted and totally unethical, no moral compass. That's what's happening. So my encouragement, okay, getting back to this whole thing about, you know, if you want to understand the system of training, you need that dog. You need that Reuben, okay? That's going to push you. And because the reward, you know, of coming on the other side, to be able to see through everything, yeah, I can't even explain it. It's so profound. It's you know, you just see it. You're able to help people the right way. You're able to, you know, help other people on that journey, and it's an incredible journey. So again, when I look around the dog training world and see all that's going on, I just see it as all these trainers. I almost feel sorry. I should feel sorry for them because it's a missed opportunity. I mean, you don't know what you're missing out on. You know, it's like dogs are amazing animals, but they appreciate dogs for just how amazing they are. You don't restrict yourself, right? You don't ignore the obvious, right? You should want to go deeper. And it's an amazing thing. And the heck with everything else. I mean, you know, don't look at your thing and say, oh, I'm going to be this successful or whatever. It shouldn't be about that. It should be my journey. I'm content in that. Whether I'm really busy or not busy at times, it doesn't matter because it's about the journey. And coming to the end of that journey, whatever point of time that is for me, you know, that's it. I know it's like I'm fulfilled now in that. So it doesn't matter. So my encouragement, anyone, again, look at the system of training, is you want that dog, okay? That's the point. You want that dog that's going to push you. It's a journey. You have to just commit to it. I mean, that's the thing. Don't get all wishy-washy and stuff and think that, okay, I'm going to go sideways here with it. I mean, understand that, no, you have to, again, the system of training is a complete system, okay? It is. It original sort of answers the questions. But you need that dog that's going to definitely help you on that journey. And then again, it's that dog becomes kind of a testimony, you know, honoring, like with Reuben, that's honoring his memories about this system. So anyway, if you have questions, contact me. I'm more than happy to answer them. Thanks for watching.